She almost didn't attend. The invitation looked polite, formal, respectful, but the message beneath it was cruel. Everyone will be there. She knew what that meant. The same people who once laughed at her. The same voices that told her she would never matter. Yet, she still showed up. And by the end of that night, no one was laughing anymore. Her name was Seo Yi-an. At university, Seo Yi-an was invisible. Not because she wanted to be, but because people decided she should be. She wore the same faded jacket every semester. She never joined group discussions. She avoided eye contact. Whispers followed her through the hallways. She's poor. She won't make it. Why is she even here? Even lecturers barely noticed her, except one group of students. They were popular, well-dressed, confident, connected, and they made Seo Yi on their quiet joke. It started small, group assignments where she was excluded, presentations where her ideas were ignored, then reused. One day, during a seminar, a student laughed openly and said, "Seo Yi-an, maybe this subject is too advanced for you." The room laughed. The professor said nothing. Seo Yi-an lowered her head. That was the moment she learned something painful. Silence protects the powerful, not the weak. What no one knew, after classes, Seo Yi-an worked. Not one job. 3 early mornings at a bakery, afternoons tutoring kids, night shifts cleaning office floors, studied between breaks. She slept on buses. She lived on instant noodles. Not because she was lazy, but because her mother was sick. Medical bills swallowed everything. Every paycheck was survival. While others partied, Seo Yi-an studied quietly. She didn't chase attention. She chased competence. Graduation approached. Then the message came, a formal alumni banquet, organized by the same students who once mocked her. The message read, "We'd love for everyone to attend. Let's celebrate together." Seo Yi-an hesitated. Her friend whispered the truth. They want to show off. They want you there. So they look better. Seo Yi-an stared at the invitation all night, then quietly said, "I'll go." The hall was luxurious. Crystal lights, elegant music, cameras everywhere. Seo Yi-an arrived alone. She felt it immediately. The looks, the smirks, the whispers. Someone laughed softly. She actually came. They seated her far from the stage, near the back, like before. Then the host announced, "Tonight, we'll recognize success stories from our graduating class." Names were called, applause, photos, smiles. Seo Yi-an clapped politely. Then came the moment the microphone passed to one of her old tormentors. He smiled and said, "Some people never change, and some people never succeed." Laughter, eyes turned towards Seo Yi-an. Seo Yi-an stood. The room went quiet. She bowed slightly, then said, "Thank you for inviting me." Her voice was calm. No anger, no tears. Then she walked toward the exit. People whispered. She couldn't take it. She knew her place. But just as she reached the door, a new voice spoke. "Excuse me, please wait." A distinguished woman stepped onto the stage. The hall froze. She was a major investor, a respected industry leader, a keynote guest no one expected. She looked at the crowd and said, "Before she leaves, there's something you should know." She turned to Seo Yi-an. "Stand beside me." Confusion spread. Then the truth dropped. The woman continued, "The project that earned our company millions was designed by Seo Yi-an." Gasps. The research papers used in last year's innovation grant. Hers. Shock. And the student who solved a problem no one else could. Also hers. The crowd was silent. The same students who mocked her couldn't breathe. Seo Yi-an had been working with the company, quietly, recommended by an assistant professor who actually read her work. She wasn't behind. She was already ahead. The investor asked, "Seo Yi-an, Would you like to say something? Seo Yeon took the microphone, her hands steady. I was invited tonight to be reminded of who I used to be. She paused. But I came to remember who I became. Silence. Then applause, slow, growing, thunderous. Later that night, the same people who laughed avoided her eyes. Some sent messages. We didn't know. We're proud of you. Seo Yeon replied to none. She didn't need validation anymore. Because the truth is simple. People who mock silence never expect it to speak back. And when it does, it shocks everyone.